Have you ever noticed how some people look confident even before they say a single word? That's because in an interview, your body actually speaks before you do. So today, I want to focus on something most people underestimate: the invisible side of communication. Not just what you say, but how you show up, your body language, your voice, and the kind of words you choose. By the end of this lesson, you'll feel much more in control, not only of your answers, but of how you deliver them. Let's start with body language, because this is the foundation. Recruiters don't just listen to your words, they watch if your body matches them, and when it doesn't, they feel it immediately. First, your eyes. In a face-to-face interview, you don't need to stare. Just keep natural eye contact around 60 to 70% of the time. If it's a video interview, this is important. Look into the camera lens, not at the screen. It feels strange at first, but it creates the impression that you're looking directly at the interviewer, and that builds trust instantly. Also, make sure your camera is at eye level. When the camera is too low, it can make you look aggressive. Too high, and you may look insecure. Eye level is calm, confident, professional. Now let's talk about posture. Sit up straight, but don't be stiff. Lean slightly forward, just a little. This shows interest and engagement. And try not to cross your arms. An open posture sends a very clear message. I'm confident, I'm comfortable, and I'm open to conversation. Your hands matter too, more than people realize. Use them naturally when you speak. Keep them visible either on the table or within the camera frame. Your hands help clarify your message. What you want to avoid is touching your face, your neck, or your hair. Those movements are almost universal signs of nervousness, even if you don't feel nervous. Your face is just as important. Even when you're listening, keep a pleasant, neutral expression. A small, genuine micro smile makes you look approachable and easy to work with. And while the interviewer is speaking, nod slightly from time to time. That's active listening. It shows you're present, engaged, and processing what they're saying without interrupting. Now let's shift to your voice, because how you speak can completely change how confident you sound, even if your answer is good. When people get nervous, their voice usually goes higher and faster. So here's a simple rule: lower and slower. Lower your pitch just a bit and slow your speaking speed by about 10%. That alone creates calm authority. And don't be afraid of pauses. After a question, take 2 seconds before answering. Silence doesn't make you look unprepared. It makes you look thoughtful. If you need even more time to think, you can say something like, "That's an interesting question. Let me reflect on that for a second." This sounds professional, gives you space to organize your star answer, and keeps you in total control of the pace. And remember, communication happens even when you aren't speaking. While the interviewer is talking, nod subtly from time to time. That's active listening. It builds a silent connection and proves you are fully present and processing their information. For example, "That's a great question." Pause. Based on my experience. That pause is powerful. It puts you in control of the conversation. Now let's talk about the words you use. Instead of saying "I did" or "I helped," choose verbs that show ownership and impact. Say things like, "I spearheaded the project," "I optimized the process," "I overhauled the system," "I coordinated the team." These verbs immediately make you sound more senior and more credible. We've prepared a separate PDF with over 50 strong business verbs and examples. Practice them out loud, not silently, out loud. That's how they become natural. One more important thing: clean English. Try to avoid fillers like if you lose your thought, pause, breathe, continue. A silent pause always sounds more confident than filling the space with noise. Now imagine this. You're sitting in front of the interviewer. You start with your greeting and you say, "Good morning. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've been looking forward to this conversation." You smile lightly. Your posture is open. You lean in just a little. Then you move naturally into your impact. I specialize in optimizing workflows. In my last role, I spearheaded a project that saved 10 hours a week. You pause before. In my last role, you emphasize 10 hours with your hands, and when it's time to close, you say, "Thank you for your time. I'm very excited about the possibility of contributing to your team." You keep eye contact. You don't rush, you let it land. That's it. Greeting, impact, closing. Practice this flow. Say it out loud. Record yourself if you can. Pay attention to your posture, your voice, and your pauses. Because interviews aren't just about having the right answers, they're about delivering those answers with confidence. And when your body language, your voice, and your words work together, people feel it. Practice daily and trust yourself. You've got this.